Thank you for joining our training series on recruiting the next generation of crime fighters. Before we get started, I want to acknowledge the sponsor of this training, Safeguard Recruiting. And while I love what Safeguard Recruiting is doing to help agencies recruit, and their cutting-edge techniques make them a premier recruiting agency, I also love that they want to help law enforcement regardless if they are a client or not. Safeguard is truly about helping law enforcement, and it's also a bonus for me that their company was founded by law enforcement. I'm honored to spend time with you here, but I'm also extremely grateful that Safeguard Recruiting cares about the profession that I have spent the last 30 years. Before I get to some of the intricate details on law enforcement recruiting, we have to build a foundation, and in today's video I want you to consider where you are in recruiting, what you have done, and is it working. Frankly, if you don't have a staffing or recruiting issue, these videos may not be for you. You're likely doing everything right, and I would wager that many things I'm going to talk about in the coming videos, you figured it out already, and they're working. But the unfortunate truth is this: very few of our law enforcement agencies are having the kind of success needed to maintain adequate staffing. So I'm hopeful that we can help. But before you dive into the next video, I need you to write down this. Write down all of your recruiting efforts and ask yourself, what are you doing differently than you did 5, 10, or 20 years ago? By the way, that's called a clue. In the next video, I'm going to talk to you about what we did in the past and some of the philosophy that must change if we're going to be successful in law enforcement recruiting. But before I do that, I'm going to ask you something very important. As we move forward, I need you to do something. First, you will need to have an open mind. If you've ever been at my training seminars, you know all too well that I approach topics very differently than most. I have no interest in telling you things you already know or simply repeating the same talking points as everyone else. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real with you, be real with your agency, and for some, it's not going to feel good. That's okay. I've been there. I've personally managed a recruiting office, and I thought I was doing everything right because I was doing what the last commander did, and he did what the last commander did before him. But when I truly evaluated the effectiveness, I knew it was all a scam. I knew we were spending money, wasting time, and utilizing precious resources. It was not having a positive impact on recruiting. Sure, we were getting recruits, but when I truly evaluated how that was happening, it wasn't because of our efforts. And I'll tell you what, in the next video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. I need you to be ready for that self-evaluation. Just like I wasn't ready, I need you to be ready. We can blame our recruiting problems on a host of individuals, a host of groups, movements, whatever we want, but that's not going to help you recruit. If you can open your mind and truly self-evaluate your own efforts, I think I may have something to offer. And I truly believe that it can help. I can't wait to get to it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.